several changes has to be implemented, and that was carried out. We had to make sure that every concern and every idea is taken very seriously and deliberated as well, and put into the website itself. The website is very, very important because it is the gateway for the High Commission to be able to interact with the public, both Nigerians and non-Nigerians. So to me, first of all, it is a privilege and an honor to be given this task, of course, on behalf of my company, Afiado Limited, to carry out this exercise. And before I get into explaining more about what you see on the site, I think it would be appropriate for me to mention a few that helped us to get to this point where we are today. Of course, I will say again, His Excellency was involved throughout this process. I had to meet with him to take into consideration the ideas that he has and the plans that he has in his continuous effort to reform the High Commission. I also had to meet up with the head of Chancery, that's Mr. Umar, to get all the administrative support that would be needed to liaise with all the individuals and senior officers that needs to be liaised to be able to come up with this. And I also met with Mr. Zachary, that's the head of immigration. I know his position, he will be meeting, or his department will be interacting a lot with the public. So he was very, very helpful in getting us as much information needed for us to be able to input that into the website so that the users will be able to obtain whatever information that they require to go about their business. Now, I also had to meet with Special Advisor to His High Commission. The presentation, 17th of July, which His Excellency was involved, and it was very interactive meeting that day. The site to us was ready, but from that meeting, we realized that the site was not ready. And that's why it wasn't launched that early. A lot of suggestions came up that we had to go back to the drawing board and put things right. So, here we are. I'm very, very pleased that we have the site running. And I'm very, very pleased to get the full cooperation of everyone that is sitting down here, be it directly or indirectly. So, with permission, if you don't mind, I will just run through the site quickly so that at least you know it's not just a picture. All right. First thing that we took into consideration was the look and feel, which is, we know Nigerian color is green. We want people to be able to, when they see it, they know is an information piece that is coming from a Nigerian authority. Of course, we have the emblem there. But in terms of look and feel, it's very subtle for the eye, and It has all the branding features needed. What my colleague is scrolling through is called the navigation bars. We break it down so that when people come to the home page, which we are looking at now, they'll be able to easily find where they have business concerns. For example, you can go to like immigration. There you go. If it's visa you want, you can click on the visa. Okay. Gives you information that you need. And scroll down. And if there's any downloads in terms of forms you require, it's there. Okay. All right. Go back again to the immigration. And if it's passport, similar. But most importantly, go to forms and under immigration. All right, fees and forms, because this is where I noticed, because I'm a user of the High Commission as well for business. One thing that I realized, and I'm sure is something that the officers here must have experienced, is that there is probably, because people couldn't use the old site, or should I say the old site, to be able to get concrete information, we made sure that particularly in this page, that you have all the forms and the fees are readily available, so that the user can quickly get that information by we creating our own information. So whatever information that is official, we provided a link straight to a PDF file, Nigeria, or around the world as well. We have a few of the government and also organizations there. We know it's not all, but we try to like provide some information that maybe a traveler or someone that is about to go to Nigeria or do business with Nigeria will find useful. Then you have the professional bodies that's mainly based here or back home in Nigeria that might be in connection with those that are thinking about doing business in Nigeria. Now, one thing that I noticed, in fact, I noticed that when we came for the presentation the first time, that there was a library here. I never knew that we had a library here. Fantastic library, you know, in fact. So I felt, so we put a few of them there and provided links if they want to make contact with an officer. For example, if you want to ask for assistance concerning passport application forms, so you can go in there and email. Immediately it will go straight to the head of immigration. So something of that nature. Then also we have the contact page for transparency and to be able to provide information for the user. We have this section here, and we break it to all the several departments and who is in charge and the phone number, their email,